You wanted to speak with me, Admiral.
Ah, yes. Tell your men I want no slip-ups this time. The demonstration shall proceed flawlessly. Am I understood?
Yes, of course, sir. They'll be ready.
Good. Carry on. The rebel fighters are in range, my lord. Sigma Squadron stands ready, awaiting your command.
Very well, Admiral. Engage the rebels.
Hello, my fellow promo and poster rats. Welcome to this week's poster video. If you like video game art, I hope you stick around and enjoy this channel. If you do, please click those like and subscribe buttons. That will help other collectors find these videos. Most of my focus is on retail posters, and these were posters that were hung in shops like Babbage's, Electronics Boutique, and the offices of arcade distributors. They were used to sell products to the masses, and as such, they pack a visual punch, meant to hit a square in the amygdala. My long-standing advice is to avoid reprints. Originals will always look better and appreciate in value. This week we're viewing an inspired LucasArts Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 poster. And I say inspired because its illustrative look reminds me of a Drew Struzan movie poster. For those who don't know, FMV stands for FAD Motion Video. I mean full motion video. These types of games were popularized in the early to mid-90s during the advent of optical media storage. And FMV games can encompass a wide range of genres, from puzzle adventure games like Myst to quick-time event games like OG Dragon's Lair and beyond. Beyond because this game, Rebel Assault 2 in my mind, represents the penultimate of the format's capabilities. Rebel Assault 2 features covered-based shooting and flying levels that have you piloting aircraft at high speeds while scraping the walls of corridors and tunnels. The things you see in this game just shouldn't be possible for an FMV game, but the Gandalfs and Merlins at LucasArts somehow figured it out. In my experience, Rebel Assault 2 is the penultimate of FMV games because after this, we had the arrival of Squaresoft's Final Fantasy VII and Capcom's Resident Evil. You might be swearing up and down that those aren't FMV games, and to some degree I would agree with you. But don't they feature backdrops of pre-rendered images, and sometimes don't those morph into streaming video, with your playable character controllable on top of that? And is that not an FMV game, as we traditionally think of an FMV game? Maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but it's one I'm willing to make. I went there. This poster is a North America retail poster and a little bit smaller than a Japanese B1. As I've mentioned in previous Poster Pack Rat episodes, excluding the American movie poster, North America doesn't have standardized poster sizing like other territories. Posters from our region will come in all shapes and sizes, but they're typically wider than posters from other regions. This specimen is in excellent condition. No pinholes, folds, or torn pieces. No stains or edge damage. It has a satin finish on its front and back, and I consider its paperweight as light to medium. You'll know light paper stock when you hold it. If you ever purchase a J-pop music poster, I guess I did, a bedroom poster, or other cheaper type of poster, it's typically on light thin stock. The lightest paper stock is so thin you can almost see through it like a page from an old magazine. Now let's talk poster. This is a beautiful poster for Rebel Assault 2, and as I mentioned earlier, its illustrative design has a lot in common with a Drew Struzan. There's so much to like in this poster. Let's see if we can touch on it all. First off, I really like the contrast between the hot and cool colors and the dark spacey background. The color tone is very much Star Wars. I like how the orange jumpsuit of the Rebel pilot matches the color of the explosion behind him. There's a little bit of eye comfort in having those be similar colors. I also like how he's firing a blaster, and we can see that long blast stretch into infinity by it running off the edge of the poster. And the image of Vader's helmet seen in the waves of the explosion is letting us know our arch nemesis will be found in this game. The speeder bike and flying dragons, or whatever those are, is also really cool. The gold title logo stands out boldly from the other colors, and the design layout is expertly crafted. During this era, LucasArts did something uncommonly cool with their posters. By crediting their poster designers at the bottom, we can read that design credit is shared by Richard Green, Bill Eakin, and Terry Suhu, and illustration credit went solely to Bill Eakin. Congratulations, Bill. Richard Green worked on X-Wing and Full Throttle. Bill Eakin, also known as William Eakin, worked on The Dig and Indiana Jones' Fate of Atlantis. And Terry Suhu did a lot of package and marketing designs for LucasArts. Those included X-Wing, TIE Fighter, Full Throttle, and Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, just to name a few. Something I don't like about LucasArts posters of this era is there's traditionally no release date or platform badge. They mostly styled their posters after movie posters, and while I can appreciate that, I think seeing the other information is better for our nostalgia and increases the poster's overall resale value. To offset that loss, we're treated to some super cool 90s logos at the top right. We can see the dated Apple's QuickTime logo, SGI, and Alias, Homework Helper, who the heck were they? I'm tempted to reach out to LGR to see if he's ever heard of them, and Chrysler, the automaker of all people. Did they provide new cars to LucasArts devs? I really want to know what they're doing on this poster, and if you know the Chrysler connection, please leave a comment. And with that, we've reached my final thoughts for this week's video, and we'll have to say goodbye to this sweet FMV relic from a bygone era. LucasArts always made excellent games, and Rebel Assault 2 is about as wonderful as an FMV game can get prior to reaching Capcom's Resident Evil and other games utilizing pre-rendered backgrounds. After Resi, we became accustomed to fully interactive 3D games, but FMV helped us reach that point, and FMV games are still worth remembering and playing if just to experience the technical prowess achieved with the advent of optical storage. If you like this video, please click the like button, and if you want to be alerted of new poster videos, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon down below. Doing that will help new viewers discover these videos. Next week, we'll be showing a new poster for a series that I have many posters for. We all have our favorites, right? So not to bore you guys, I will be peppering these in for this series throughout the months, and eventually you'll see them all. So here's a hint. Next week, we'll be seeing Square Enix's response to Pokemon. And it was a good one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye for now.